Have you ever heard a story that touched your heart and changed your perspective? In the quiet town of Serenity Valley, there lived an elderly man named Harold. He was known throughout the community for his wisdom, kindness, and his love for sharing moral stories. Every evening, Harold would gather the townspeople in the village square, where he would captivate them with his tales. One evening, as the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the town, Harold stood before the gathered crowd. He began,
"Have you ever wondered how a simple story can touch your heart and change your perspective? Moral stories have a unique power transcending age and time to inspire, teach, and shape our character."
The townspeople listened intently, their eyes filled with curiosity and anticipation. Harold continued,
"Moral stories are not just for children, they are for all of us. They offer valuable lessons that we can apply to our daily lives, and they can make a real difference in how we live and interact with others."
He explained that moral stories come in various forms, from ancient folk tales passed down through generations to timeless fables, parables, and even personal anecdotes. Each story carried a message that addressed universal themes, relevant to every individual regardless of their age or background. Harold thought for a moment and smiled.
"Let me share with you one of my favorite moral stories," he said. "It's called The Starfish Thrower."
The townspeople leaned in, eager to hear the tale. Harold's voice filled the square as he recounted the story with passion and warmth.
In a small coastal village there lived an old man who spent his days walking along the beach. One day, he came across a young boy tossing starfish back into the ocean. Thousands of starfish had washed ashore, stranded by the receding tide. The old man watched the boy for a while and finally approached him, curious about his actions.
"Why are you throwing starfish into the sea?"
The old man asked. The boy looked up, smiled, and replied,
"The tide is going out and the sun is scorching. If I don't help them, they will die."
The old man scanned the vast expanse of stranded starfish and shook his head.
"But there are so many. How can you make a difference?"
Undeterred, the boy bent down, picked up another starfish and tossed it gently into the water.
"I made a difference to that one,"
he said with determination. The old man paused, touched by the boy's response. He realized that even though he couldn't save them all, he could make a difference in the lives of those he encountered. Inspired by the boy's perseverance and compassion, the old man joined him in throwing starfish back into the ocean, one by one. The story of the Starfish Thrower reminds us that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, every small act of kindness matters. Each starfish saved was a life changed, a testament to the power of individual effort and the belief that one person can make a difference. As we listen to stories like this, we are reminded of our own ability to impact the world around us. It prompts us to reflect on the moments where we can extend a helping hand, offer a kind word, or make a positive change in someone's life. Just like the starfish thrower, we can choose to persevere and create a ripple effect of goodness that reverberates far beyond what we can imagine.
The crowd sat in contemplative silence, their hearts touched by the tale of the starfish thrower. Harold's words had sparked a fire within each individual, reigniting their belief in the power of their own actions. As Harold concluded his speech, the townspeople were filled with gratitude for the wisdom and insights he had shared. They realized that moral stories were not just entertaining narratives, but powerful tools for personal growth and reflection. From that day forward, the people of Serenity Valley embraced the practice of regularly gathering in the village square, not only to hear Harold's stories, but also to share their own. The town flourished with a renewed sense of empathy, compassion, and understanding. Harold's legacy extended far beyond the boundaries of the small town. Word of his impactful storytelling spread, and people from neighboring villages traveled to Serenity Valley to listen to his moral tales. His storytelling sessions became a cherished tradition, reminding all who attended that it was never too late to learn something new and apply that knowledge to their lives. And so, the power of moral stories continued to touch hearts, change perspectives, and inspire people of all ages. As the sun set over Serenity Valley, Harold's voice resonated through the town square, reminding everyone that in the art of storytelling lay the seeds of wisdom and transformation. Thank you for watching our story. We hope you enjoyed it and learned an important lesson. If you did, please support us by liking, subscribing, and sharing our channel. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more great content.